es leuchtet, wenn ich näher rangehe. Ach du Heilige. Kann ich ein Foto? Nein, ich kann kein Foto davon machen. Lumos! Ja. Was ist da unten? Ja, okay, ich gehe da hoch. Es sieht so schön aus. Ist aber nicht Irminsul. Vielleicht ist deshalb Irminsul krank, weil König Deshret irgendwann so eine eigene Pflanze gemacht hat. Und es leckt. Freeze, hallo?
Wait.
Ja.
What's that?
Ein Baum? Anubis.
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among them.
Das sieht aus wie ein Grab. Ich ignoriere mal diese Legs. Das sieht aus wie ein Grab. So sieht aus wie das Thumbnail.
King Deshret runes.
They left something behind. Yes. It's an elegy written in an ancient script.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala.
Okay.
His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration.
Aber ich dachte, wir finden hier Deshret und nicht Kasala.
You can read ancient King Deshret script?
Of course. Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
20! Bin jung.
He's not serious, right?
There's still something off about this place. The scent of life. Is it trying to tell us something?
Is this it?
Analyzing.
Bitte was?
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from King Deshret's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to see.
Uh-oh.
Isn't sharing knowledge against the Academia's rules?
Yes. However, under the circumstances, I'd prefer you to see this for yourself. You'll understand after watching it.
Was kommt jetzt? Ein Hologramm? Ich warte. Ich kann nichts drücken. Oh, Sequenz. Oh nein, 18 Minuten.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. King Deshret brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping King Deshret to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
Nahida ist
What was
Rukkhadevata.
that?
The priest's memories.
No. No, impossible.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So the former Dendro-Archon and King Deshret were never enemies at all.
But this doesn't make any sense. The Dendro Archon's followers, they're clearly...
Was that the former Dendro Archon? He became so tiny in the end.
Die höhere Herrin Rukkhadevata hat ihre helfende Hand nach König Deshret und seinen Anhänger ausgestreckt, aber es brauchte so viel Kraft, das verbotene Wissen auszulöschen. Am Ende hassten sie die Anhänger der zwei Götter und betrachteten sie als tödliche Feinde. Sie hätten nie gedacht, dass die beiden Seiten so eng miteinander verbunden sind.
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt King Deshret's technology. You've just witnessed his priest's last words.
I've never heard about any of this before.
Tja.
The surviving followers of King Deshret all gathered in Aru village. Our god did not make mistakes. We refused to believe any of the rumors. King Deshret's death, the all but total annihilation of our civilization, it was all Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's doing. We saw her as nothing more than a traitor, who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis. Just like us humans. Fighting, feuding, double-crossing each other to survive in the desert.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, if I hadn't witnessed his last words with my own eyes, ears, and heart, how could I ever begin to accept this? The truth is so far from what I've always known. Am I really supposed to believe that after all these years, all this time seeking revenge, suddenly now my enemy is my savior?
Ja.
Rahman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting to make a fool of yourself.
Dehya, tell me, my Eremites and I, what are we even fighting for?
Rama nimmt sich etwas Zeit, um seine Gedanken zu sammeln, während du... aber es ist kein Wunder für alle Gläubigen, dieses Geschehen, es ist schwer zu akzeptieren.
Hey,
Uff.
how you doing?
I'll live. Thanks. I should probably go. Can't just stay here forever.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. I feel deeply ashamed of everything I've done. You'll get... But please,
Oh, sorry.
Give me some time. After everything that's happened here today, somehow I need to explain it to the others.
It's not gonna be easy.
Wir haben aber immer noch einen gemeinsamen Feind, nämlich die Fatui. Die sind nämlich schuld daran, dass die uns hier weiter voneinander gehetzt haben. Und die Akademie. Aber die Akademie und Fatui, war ja klar, dass die beiden gemeinsame Sache machen.
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with. Dehya, this is where our camp's located. Make a note.
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow, I'll convince everyone that we're all on the same side. And I'll return every last one of your your village keepers. We'll share our other resources with you too.
Danke.
You seem to finally understand that our true enemy is the sages.
Yes, the gods never gave up on anyone. It's the people responsible for all this that need to face the consequences of their actions.
Diese Gottlosen. Sorry.
That must have been rough, but he seems to have figured things out now.
Ramon's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction in the desert is no easy feat. It's too bad he was held back by his belief in King Deshret. But now that that's changed, I guess we have a few more people on our side.
Das ist eine gute Sache.
The outcome, at least, is favorable.
Hä?
We should get going too. Let's head back, have a proper meal, and a nice, long sleep. We'll need all our energy tomorrow.
Pyro nicht gehen, sonst gehe ich auch. Hat er eigentlich gesehen, dass der Typ so aussah wie er?
We're leaving!
Irgendwas stimmt noch nicht, oder?
Stop yelling.
Ich meine, es muss ja auch, wenn die dunkle Sonne vorüberzieht, es muss ja auch eine Verbindung geben zu Cyno und der ganzen Sache. Vor allem, es muss ja auch irgendwann auch verknüpft werden mit Razor, weil Razor, ich meine, man sieht, dass die beiden zusammengehören, dass sie eine Verbindung haben. Geh zum Stützpunkt der Goldbrigade. Ah, dann war's das ja schon hier. Und wie kommen die eigentlich hier alle raus? Naja, ich kann mich ja wenigstens teleportieren. Das hier ist dann also der Stützpunkt. Lassen die uns rein? Kommt jetzt irgendeine Sequenz? Ne, die sagen nichts. Okay, gut.
Raman, we're here.
Everything's been arranged. Someone will bring the village keepers back to Aru village shortly.
I guess all I can say now is, thanks for agreeing to help.
Don't mention it. I think we can both agree you went to hell and back for it. But we share a common cause now. From here on out, we're allies.
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them. Follow me.
Wo sind die Schuldigen?
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Hä?
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No one can help you now.
We've been all over the desert trying to find you!
That's right.
Oh.
General Mahamatra? No, make it quick, please! Swift and painless.
Okay, scheinbar haben die mitbekommen, dass er gut im Foltern ist. Obwohl, sein Wissen ist ja irgendwie von denen komplett genommen worden, deswegen kopiert worden.
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on Cyno, they turned pale like they've seen a ghost!
You should have known that I would be coming for you.
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all this by ourselves.
No, not Cyno. He's gonna tear us limb from limb.
I could do worse.
Please have mercy.
Start talking. Otherwise, I'll have to resort to other methods.
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. Why?
They, wanted to extract canned knowledge.
Don't play dumb. You know what I'm really asking. They extract divine canned knowledge. Then what?
I really don't know how to explain it.
Well, you better start talking or you'll be sorry!
You don't want to make things
Okay,
any more
was
difficult for
kommt denn
yourself,
jetzt?
do ya?
Kann ich sie befragen?
Be my guest.
Die Weisen versuchen, einen neuen Gott zu erschaffen, nicht wahr?
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything. You're serious, aren't you?
Ja, sie versuchen einen Archon selber zu erschaffen.
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are creating a new god. A god that will belong to them and to the people of Sumeru.
Oh je, Scaramouche, was machst du nur?
It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving, but ever since the death of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, scholarly breakthroughs have been few and far between. The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if only Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was still with us.
Ist sie auch.
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor. He brought a gnosis and said he wanted to borrow the Academia's research facilities.
Hmm?
The Doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, everyone's expression changed. He asked them, "Do you wish to create a god?"
Hmm.
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of academia looks like.
First, the Academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel, which was based on an exquisite humanoid puppet.
Hmm.
After that, they harvested dreams via the Sabzeruz Festival Samsara, maximizing the Akasha's output. With the Doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency, they were able to use it to extract the power from the Gnosis and convert it into a divine core.
Bitte was?
Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess divine wisdom. For that to happen, they needed a huge quantity of divine canned knowledge.
Hmm.
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine origin?
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the scholar's madness for centuries, but to no avail.
Hmm.
Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can see what that implies, Scribe Al-Haytham.
Dass sie es immer noch nicht geschafft haben.
If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must be something only gods are able to decipher. In other words, it's the source of the God of Wisdom's omniscience and omnipotence.
Ich weiß gar nicht, aber was die Weisen erschaffen, ist nicht die höhere Herrin Rukkhadevata, sondern Scaramouche.
You must have noticed by now. The Academia doesn't care about who their god is. It's the ability to exercise control over knowledge and wisdom that matters. It is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience and omnipotence that burns in their blood.
Ja, die sind dann einfach nicht besser als die Fatui.
Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and thus orient their entire lives in respect to sources of light.
Bitte
For
was?
the sages, their only source of hope is the existence of a deity who embodies the acme of wisdom.
Boah, der benutzt Wörter, die ich noch nie gehört habe. Phototaxis. Verfügen über Phototaxis und lechzen ganzes Leben nach Licht.
This is but a form of phototaxis. For many scholars, the absence of a god of wisdom means stumbling in the darkness for the duration of their lives.
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanali mean to you? Is she not a true god present in this world? If you already have a new god, why try to create another one?
From the beginning, the Academia has never treated her as a god.
Warum?
When the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, the sages hoped that she would be as wise as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But upon evaluation, they found that at the time she possessed no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. The sages never had a ruder awakening. This forced them to accept that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata had indeed passed away.
Das stimmt nicht. Sorry, aber wir haben gerade also in Folge davor die Rückblende da gesehen. Sie hat all ihre Kraft dafür genutzt, ist geschrumpft und ihr Wissen ist entweder ins Akasha rein oder in eine Konserve rein oder irgendwo ist das noch. Ich glaube Rukkhadevata, Nahida, Kusanali. Das ist ein und dieselbe Person, diese 3 Namen.
Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's gnosis had been used to power the Akasha this entire time. By herself, she has neither an Archon's raw power, nor the spectacular insight expected of a god of wisdom.
Oh, Mann.
Slowly but surely, people began to forget about her existence.
Alter, ohne sie... Oh Gott, nee, ich reg mich nicht wieder auf. Wie kann man nur so scheiße gegenüber einem Kind sein? Es tut mir leid, aber... Okay, sie ist kein Kind, aber sie hat halt ihr Gedächtnis verloren und sie ist wieder geschrumpft zu einem Kind. Das heißt, im Grunde genommen ist sie gerade ein Kind. Aber wie kann man sie dann nehmen und sie einsperren? Alter, sie hat so viel dafür gegeben, dass es euch allen gut geht und ihr dankt es ihr, indem sie einsperrt und ihre Kraft nimmt und einen neuen Archon erschafft. Das ist so respektlos, diese dumme Akademie, ich schwöre dir.
So, this is the path the sages have chosen.
Selbst jetzt weigern sie sich noch, die niedere Herrin Kusanali anzuerkennen. Ich hätte nie gedacht, dass man auch als Gottheit so eine Grausamkeit erfahren kann.
Alright, let's try to keep our cool. If everyone's in a bad mood, then let's change up our scenery.
Okay.
Raman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village. And these 2 scholars, they're coming too.
Sure, as you wish.
Dann würde ich mal sagen, war es das für diese Folge? War es das mit dieser Folge? Ich kann nicht mehr reden. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet viel Spaß beim Zusehen. Beim nächsten Mal gehen wir zurück zum Arudorf, ins Arudorf. Egal. Bis dahin und tschüdelü.